Welcome back my fellow plastic benders to 3D Pen Crafts Made Easy. My name is DK and today we will continue our research on the thin filament. In order to create a whole freeze sheet, we will search for a way to create a super tight fit for the filament before it is cookie baked. I decided to change the filament color from black to red as it is easier to see on the black barbecue mat. For everyone unfamiliar with this technique, the 3D pen is clamped up on my lighting rig just beside my phone recording this. After clamping the phone, I let it auto feed the filament, which can be seen coming down. As the nozzle is smaller than the original filament, a more thin and straightened filament is required. While making this new batch of thin filament, I have been testing out different distances from the nozzle to cut the filament with a flush cutter. And it seems that around 10 to 15 centimeters from the nozzle, the filament is cooled off enough to easily be cut, while still being flexible enough to not get influenced by the cut. Aside that, make sure to cut the filament before hitting a surface area. Making these strands is pretty relaxing while listening to some music. As these strands are so thin, it is a bit hard to get them sorted. The best method I have found is holding onto one end while gently stroking and unwinding them towards the other end. When neatly stacked side to side, it will quickly become smooth as silk for the eye. Aesthetically, very appeasing. No. No. I need something to catch the cut-offs. As almost nothing hit the paper towel, I, on the other hand, took a massive shower. Then I decided, instead of shooting these at myself, let's just lay the waste everything on the right side. Seriously? Time for some laser accurate measurements. After meticulously calculating and pinpointing the middle, I cut everything in half. The only reason why these last ones stay in screen is that the chaos off screen prevents them from going any further. Neat. Ugh. Let's get everything attached to each other. For some reason, one side fans out are done compared to the more square other side. It is so tight, it already keeps itself in place. I should follow up on my own advice. That's better. A quick touch up. The moment of truth. After 1,000 times, even I progress. But the simple recommendation would be to catch it inside a small box or container. Pre-oven. The results show that it's still not nearly close to being viable. That calls for a new attempt. I remade a whole stack of thin filament strands, and after carefully sorting them, I clearly noticed that the end parts of the strands are much thinner than the middle section, which can easily account for the fanning in the previous attempt. Looking back, this occurrence actually also clearly showed in the first attempt. And surely, that's why I was struggling to get everything aligned and sorted from the end at first. I'm guessing this is due to the amount of column of plastic pulling down on the filament above, stretching and thinning it. This time we will use the heat gun and try to get the strands to already get attached to one another and get a fully closed fit. Even though I wasn't able to do this with the original filament, as the strands are so thin, it actually works easily this time. For good measure, let's see how the lighter torch would work out. Well, it does get it to fuse together, but a bit too volatile to control. Back to the heat gun. As can be seen here, this allows to infinitely stack the size of the sheet to personal wishes. The thinning effect doesn't form an issue as the strands get flexible anyways. And if it did, it's always possible to cut and reposition. Nice and easy. On 170 degrees Celsius, the final results came out to be very promising. Some of the sheets show a couple of minor holes, which is alright for these tests. Seeing as the strands and sheet is so thin, I would figure we could easily go even lower with the oven's temperature to create a plastic sheet. This would potentially reduce the amount of holes as there will be less flow occurring. Suggestions, questions and requests are all much appreciated in the comment section down below, and I will try my best to reply and perhaps follow it up in future content. If this seems to be the channel that you will enjoy, please consider a like, share and subscribe, and join me in making some fun crafts. Thanks for watching and happy bending everyone.